Alright, I have another ad I need to make. This is a front page ad for Robertson County. So we're going to start an Illustrator here. And let's get that opened up. This is for Happy Tales Pet Mortuary or Crematorium or whatever. It's already on the website. Unfortunately, that website ad won't use for the front of the paper. One, it's bigger and it's not proportioned correctly. That's the first problem. The second problem is the ad we used on the website has too small of text, and we're going to need a 3.5 by 2 inch ad. Somehow that just was already there. This is what we built for the website. As you can see, the copy is way too small to be in a reverse. So first thing we're going to do is get rid of the reverse text. Here we have their logo, which is on my computer somewhere in here. I just had it. There it is. We're going to drag that over here and embed it. This was designed by someone else, not us. So we've been asked to use it, and to make an effective front page ad, the way to do that is to use text that's all bigger than 12 point. 203, I'm gonna have to blow this stuff up. Might be able to cheat. I do this all the time. I go to Google and I say Happy Trails Earn, because when I do that I get this, and it makes it easier to get and copy their information. So if they don't have the information correct, that can obviously be a problem. Now I'm looking at this font right here and this font right here, so the designers knew well enough to use two different font styles. The one you want to match up is the thin one, which can be mirrored Pro, which I'm using, but I have something else in mind. So we're not using Arial, but we are going to come into Avant-Garde. This is Avant-Garde at 8 point. So being straight black text on a white background, really we can hit 10 if we need to, which we're gonna. Okay. And the SIG, like all other SIGs, need to go at the bottom of the ad. That's where their information goes, and that's where it belongs. So phone number to the right, or to the left I mean, and their address and their logo is down there. We're going to line this up. The way to do that is on Illustrator is you've got this bar here that will line them up. I'm going to go ahead and outline them because I know I'm not going to have to change them. Control Shift O. What that does is it goes from right now an editable font. I can change this, but the minute I outline it, Control Shift O, it becomes a graphic, meaning mostly that the computer doesn't have to look for that font anymore and reference the font to make that. Now it's just a graphic the same as this was. So I'm going to put this up here like this. There's some stuff on here I like, but the biggest thing is sending them to happytalescrematorium.com. So we're going to do a couple of things. First thing is we're going to get this. They have a nice website. We're going to take this and copy this, and I keep QR code generators. I actually pay for this subscription, and we're going to do something cool. This also tracks it, so I know how much they actually get. I'm going to put in our QR code that we need and say create, and it's going to give me options. Okay, so we can use, and that's going to have reverse text. Let's go with the non-reverse. Let's go ahead and add that to it. Okay, I like the dots, so I have a tendency to use them the most. Okay, QR code, I do want it in black with white background. However, it's a full color ad, so we're going to use dots again. That's looking a little better. Okay, we do get a short URL out of the deal, but we're not going to need it. It changes. I want it to thicken up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, under custom, I can do color. So the top left, I'm going to reference their logo. Hold on for this little trick. So kind of the bluish, greenish, even grayish. So what I can do is I can come over here with my picker here and go to the blue, then I can double click it and it's going to tell me the color code for that blue, which is right here. And so outer color on the top left, we're going to go that, top right that, and bottom left that. Now you can see it's done the borders, which is what we wanted. Now I want to cancel this dark green, I think. So I get my color picker, pick the dark green, pull it up. I've got my color code right here. Copy that. Come back over here and do our inner color. And as you can see, the inner dots are turning to the green. Now, what I would really like is instead of that globe, I would like a puppy face, black and white icon. And that's it right there. That's exactly what I need. I'm just going to right click, save this image as, and it came in, so I just really don't need them that long. We'll just hit that. We'll go back over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was doing there for a minute. Go back here and I'm going to say upload. And we're going to look for puppy something. I just saved it. Oh, it's under cute. Right there. Open it. And now we've got a cute puppy in there. Alright. I don't know if I want the scan me on there or not. I may not. Yeah, that just makes it bigger. And I like that. Okay, it will not let me colorize the puppy. I guess I would have had to have done that already. Complete my code. And I'm going to get the code right here. I'm going to say download and get it. Cool. We have it. It's on our desktop. This is our last few codes. Did pretty good on Chris or somebody's GoFundMe. So these are also used in, you know, nobody's scanning the QR codes out of the paper. That's no fun. But we track them. It's not always that way. Oh my, it's too big. So we're going to do this and go ahead and crop it down. And then we're going to go image size and make it in the inch department so it's easy to read. It's going to need to be, I'm going to go high res for this, and then I'm going to bring this down to 2 inches. Save it, close it, and that should be pretty cool. We ought to be able to put this right in here. So when we place it, we have to embed it. This means Illustrator no longer starts looking for that graphic somewhere on your computer linked to this thing. It's actually going to be, right now I'm just putting that there. Compassionate care for beloved pets. Very nice. I think I wrote that. I'm going to be looking at this font now, so I think I'm going to go match it up as best I can. I've been a big fan. I think that'll actually work. It's got the space between it I want. touching that diamond at the top. Alright, we have the addresses. I'm going to have to bring that down. I'm thinking that if I do this, I can get some of these bullet points in here. If I have them. Gentle, respectful service. And the care your pet deserves. Okay. But this time we are going to take and go back up to this. We do not want it bold, we just want it booked. 10 points fine because it's not reversed. I'm going to bring it down. First thing I'm going to do is just outline it, make it easier on shaping it. I don't want this too cloudy. I need this to kind of square back up to the center. There we go. What else is on here? We're going to need to put the website on here. You got a long one too, so it's not cool. Apparently I lost it, so I don't know what I did with it, but maybe it's this way. No, it's on this one. I'm on, oh, just added. Alright, so there's their big long-winded website. We're going to go just like this. Now, what do we not need? We don't need any of that. And we don't need that. I think in this case we are going to bold it, but we're going to bring it down in size. Now, we're going to check the color, make sure black is black. It is 0, 0, 0. That means only one plate has to make this black color. And I don't know, I think I might have deleted that video, but I'm going to look for a spot for this thing and then I'm going to change it. This is like a glorified business card. Alright, we took the photo away to make this easier to line up. Now, what can we do here to give it something extra? Well, one thing we can do is we can take this and give it 20% yellow and just touch it in back because yellow is going to go with this. And we're going to check these colors to make sure that they're just black, which I'm sure they are because I have mine to set. Gentle, respectful service with care your pet deserves. Perfect. Okay. This may not be black, so what we have to do to check that is come over here, open this in Photoshop, and go Window, Channels. So right now it's set red, green, blue, so we need this image. First thing is to be CMYK. Now we know that all of the stuff that's supposed to be in black, which is this stuff, is showing up on all 4 plates. That's going to make registration very difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this off of all the plates that it's not needed. Off of there, and off of there. Now we're going to go to the blank plate and go Control L, and we're going to make this black. Okay. Now I'm doing the mids and making this pet crematorium darker. It's obviously gray, but now when I go to it, we have that done. Now, one of the things I noticed, and I'll show it to you, is this white right here. Now I got to decide if a river can be white or if I need to do something about that. And I'm thinking. So, first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this star, Control L, and we're going to bring this star's tint up a little bit so that it actually does show up. I'm thinking of filling this with about 20%. edit, fill, and that would be the foreground color. I think I'm going to save that. Cancel. Sorry, I need a Command Shift S. And how am I not getting PNG on this? Yeah. Well, I know I can use PDF, so we'll use that, I guess, at the moment. That's kind of weird. We're going to leave that open if that doesn't work. High quality print is fine. Save PDF. We're going to minimize that. I'm going to take this and put it in here. Okay. Now, we know this is going to separate great. This will separate just fine. So we're going to take this and shrink it down. I'm holding the Shift key so that it goes proportionately. Okay. Take that out and stick this in. Now you're wondering about the QR code. Do we have the same problem? I don't know. I've never actually checked a QR code. I know that for the press, I want to change this color really bad. And I want to change this color really bad. And then I want to know, okay, so those actual 4 plates make that color, which is important. And everything's above 10%. Anything below 10% just doesn't show up, so we know that's good. Now let's take a look at that QR code that we got in Photoshop. Again, it's in red, green, blue mode, so image mode, CMYK. Now all the black dots are showing up on all 4 plates. So is that dog. That makes it easy. I'm going to do this. The only thing we have in color is going to be the squares. So I'm going to come over here and guess what? We're going to do the same thing we just did. And on the cyan plate, we're going to delete. And we're going to use background color. Actually, we're going to just use white. So it goes there, there, and there. Now just those dots or corners are important, but in black, we're going to go ahead and get Control L. We're going to make those dots dark, dark. Take some of the white out. Control D. Should be able to see it. I'll save as. QR happy. This is weird. Now it's letting me do that as a JPEG, but it didn't let me do the other one. That's weird. Maybe it was layered or not compressed. Either way, that'll work. Oh, it's because it wasn't transparent background. Perfect. Save it. And now we're going to just close this. Come over here, take the old one out. Put the new one in. It's going to look exactly the same. Okay, except it's going to be, we need to embed it. Don't convert the color. And obviously we got to bring it down to QR scannable size, which is really what we're after without. Now I'm just looking. I mean, it looks really pretty good, you know, for what we're doing. Now I'm going to square some stuff up. For example, that. Same thing over here. Kind of want to give the same left and right appearance. I know that's going to move this over. And when we do that, we have to bring it down. So this time we're going to go a little tighter. And stick that there. Once again, make sure these are on the top. Boom, screwed up. The background picked. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we'll get them squared up at the top. I have to move this stuff over to match the right side. It's about like that. It's about where I had it. Alright, now we're going to save this thing. Front page, RCN TFN. Save it. Control A, outline all the text we can. It is, then Control Shift S. We're going to make a PDF of it. Save. And then File. And we're just going to export it as a JPEG or a PNG. That's fine. Export. Okay. And there's all three, and I'm going to put them in RCN's folder for next week. Now you're like, Dennis, you're supposed to proof all the ads, and that is correct. You do have to proof all of the ads. The thing is basically, guys, with Lindsay Hammond, when it comes to making ads for Lindsay Hammond, it's very simple. She simply just approves whatever I do. I have that with a lot of customers, but everybody else proof your ads. All right, see you on the next one.